This afternoon, on the sixth day of the Kajin Malam, we will recite for the sake of the deceased the Sutra in 3 sections, which is also known as Confession of Downfalls, the Sutras of the Dharaniya Vakchobhya, and the aspiration for rebirth in the realm of Abhirati. So, I would like to take this opportunity of dedicating the virtue for the sake of the deceased to make a request to all of you. On the screen, you should soon see a picture of Nerotsang Thundrup. In any case, he was associated with the Palpung Sherabling Monastery, and he and his twin brother Gyaltsen were connected to Sita Rinpoche. Actually, they had a family connection with the Palpung Sherabling, and both of them served Palpung Sherabling in many ways, becoming important individuals in serving the Guru and accomplishing his wishes. Likewise, when I came to India, as soon as I came out of Tibet, Gyaltsat Nerotsang helped me come as far as the Nepali border, and helping me greatly. It was very kind of him. With the Kaji Munlam, both brothers were invaluable and had incomparable enthusiasm and dedication. In particular, Thundrup stayed here even during the hardest time of the summer, when few people were here, and worked on the construction of the Munlam Pavilion, as well as the new Munlam Dining Hall. In the end, when he died suddenly, it was while he was working for the Munlam, and so we all felt his loss strongly. So I'd like to take this opportunity to ask on his behalf, to ask the source of refuge, the community of the Sangha, and everyone else gathered here to make prayers and dedications for his sake. To me, he was someone who had one-pointed faith in his Guru. Whatever he was asked to do, he did it without any ambivalence or doubt. Thus I am certain that he will be cared for by the glorious exalted Gurus and never be separated from the glory of the true Dharma in all of his lifetimes. Likewise, Sun Chuanhua, the mother of Ani Merong from Taiwan, it has been a long time since I've said her name, so I'm having trouble remembering it exactly. But she is someone whom I knew since I was little. She had great faith in the Dharma, and in addition, began many projects on behalf of the Dharma. She was an individual who naturally gathered a great deal of virtue. She also passed away last year, and so I pray that just as she wished, she may be reborn in the pure realm of Sukhavata and so forth, be cared for by the protector Amitabha and all the Buddhas of the 10 directions. And once again, in the future, take an intentional rebirth as a bodhisattva for the sake of beings. Also, when I was young, while I was little, before I was recognized as the Karmapa, we had some neighbors who were named Kyangyen and Tsuga. They were a mother and daughter, and they lived all by themselves. They became Dharma practitioners late in life. They were very loving to me when I was young, and were very respectful to me. They acted me with great faith and devotion. Everyone else said there was no reason at all to treat me with faith and respect. And even my family members would say, why would Kyangyen and Tsuga teach you with such faith and devotion? They would always give me nice food and treat me well with faith. So when I was little, whenever I had the chance, I'd go off to their home and see if there was anything to eat or drink, and eat or drink it if there were. So they were very kind to me when I was young. Now the mother, Kyangyen, passed away a long time ago. And with Tsuga, it has been just about a year since Tsuga passed away. So these are the most important people to whom I'm connected to, and this is because they treated me so well when I was little. When I was recognized as the Karmapa, there were plenty filling space who treated me well, but before then, they were the two main people. They treated me specially. So I'd like to ask you to please make aspirations and dedications that they may never be separated from the light of Dharma in all their lifetimes and all their births. Finally, it is because of the dedications on the behalf of the living and deceased, the food of the living, the food of the deceased, that we are able to hold this Munlam. So I think that it's crucially important for us to make aspirations and dedications so that their intentions be fulfilled as they wanted them to, and for them to experience happiness in the short term as well as ultimately. These dedications and aspirations should not be something that we merely mouth as we recite. If we make our prayers from the depths of our heart, imbued with compassion and bodhicitta, and embraced by a mind that does not conceive of the three spheres, if we can do this, then I think that all the virtue they have accumulated will definitely become meaningful. And so for that reason, I would like to ask His Eminence, the Regent of the Buddhas, Drung Koshu Gyatso Rinpoche, Mingyu Rinpoche, and as well as all the lamas, tulkus, spiritual friends, the ocean of the Sangha, and all the faithful members of the public, to please make these prayers with your minds in unison. As I ask that you pray that all sentient beings who have passed away, our fathers, mothers, and spiritual masters foremost, be liberated from the terrifying panic of the bardo in the short term, and ultimately easily achieve the state of omniscient Buddhahood. Thank you very much.